fans view this morning. So I've just been catching up on the emails from the website. Something I need to do a lot more often because there's been a few emails being sent in and I'm like, wow, Jesus. Anyway, good morning. It is all about the Champions League this morning. It is all about the Champions League and that man, yes, that man, Brendan Rodgers. Along the bottom of the screen, you'll see the team that I have predicted for the game today. Yep, that is the team going right along the bottom of the screen that I have predicted for the game this evening. Rodgers, along. Just doing that. I'm just checking that that's fine. Let's say good morning, everyone. First of all, Stephen Johnson's in the house. Gemma's in the house. DocBoy67's in the house. Nikki Turishu is probably said that wrong. As always, is in the house. Jim F's in the house. Jim McClart is in the house. Paradise Found and Gemma. And yes, morning to you, Baz. Hail, hail. Morning to you. Do you like the new setup? Anyway, straight into the Champions League. There was a lot of Champions League games last night, and it was interesting. It was interesting. It was, let me just get the Champions League table up. Yeah, there's a few teams on 7 games now, and they pushed Celtic down to 23rd position, but not all is lost. When you look at the teams that are on 12 points, starting off with Bayern, starting off, and then Dortmund, and then Juventus, and then AC Milan. They're all on 12 points. That's the target for Celtic tonight, to hit the 12-point marker. Yes, to hit the 12-point marker. But to do that, they will need to score. They will need to score to get above these teams in the league. I think the closest one they can get to is more than likely Milan. When you look at Milan, they're sitting on a goal difference of +3. If we can get a +4, that's my target tonight, is 4 goals. Win by 4 clean goals tonight. And that puts us up in 16th position in the Champions League with 1 game to go. And make sure that we're qualified. It's pretty much sure it's a done deal then, that we'll have qualified for the Champions League knockout stages. And then it's all in our own hands, whether or not we can get that elusive win against Villa. It is going to be the Battle of Britain. It will be the Battle of Britain. People are already talking about it being such an important game for Aston Villa. Baz watched the Barca game. What a game that was. Yeah, it was that. What a scoreline. Hope we get our act together, says Michael. When you look at it, the Champions League is set up perfectly for Celtic tonight. It is a home game, and it's a game that we all think that we can win. There's no one saying that it's a game that we must win. It's all about, tonight for me, it is all about how many goals we can score. And when you look at it, you know, we won 5-1 in the very first game in the Champions League. If we can win 5-1 tonight, oh my days, that would be absolutely perfect. We need to win by 4 clear goals. In other not so Celtic related news, but I'm going to let you put things into perspective. Remember, Celtic had a player called Ben Doak, who left the club, who didn't see his future at the club. Well, Liverpool have slapped a clause in his contract. And I can't believe I'm reading this. They've slipped a clause in his contract, and they won't look at selling Ben Doak unless a £30 million offer comes in. £30 million offer for Ben Doak. Morning Baz from Free Derry. 30 million for Ben Doak. Jesus, unbelievable. 30 million. That's the sell-on clause that they've put in his contract. They're not entertaining anything bar 30 million that comes in for Ben Doak. When you look at the price that Celtic are selling players at, it's a conversation for another day. But anyway, my team for tonight, as you see, Hail Baz. Did anyone else watch the Barcelona game last night? What a game that turned out to be. I said the first 10 minutes into the game that would be a high scoring game. Anyway, Celtic predicted lineup for tonight is Kasper Schmeichel in goals, Ali Johnston at the back, Cameron Carter-Vickers in his normal position. Alongside him is Austin Trusty, and then Greg Taylor, Arnie Engels, McGregor and Hatate in the midfield, and then the wide players speak for themselves. Kuhn, Furiashi, and Dyson Maida. That's the team that I'm going with tonight. And when the team does come out, it'll replace that picture of Brendan Rodgers. Yes, it'll replace the picture of the manager. The team will go in there, streamlining things today. Morning Baz, another 5-goal game for Celtic tonight. I hope it is. Here Baz will be watching the game tonight. Lanky is in the house also. Lanky, did you hear about the Ben Doak sell-on clause from Liverpool? 30 million. It puts things into perspective when we are buying Arne Engels for 11 million, doesn't it? It does put things into perspective. Anyway, the game tonight, where can you watch the game tonight? Well, you can watch it on TV. It'll be on TNT Sports 3. It'll also be on the Discovery Plus and the Discovery Plus app in the United Kingdom. If you're in the United States of the good US of A, with Trump in charge this morning, I've been watching some of the Trump stuff. He's mental, isn't he? It's going to be brilliant to watch. Anyway, Paramount, the United States. If you're in the USA, it'll be on Paramount and VIX. Paramount Plus, and VIX. And then if you're in Canada, it'll be on DAZN Canada. It'll be on DAZN Canada. And then that's about it. With James Forrest being the only player that is not available, I expect the bench to be a strong bench tonight. Score prediction, I am still going for 4-0 Celtic. I'll put that in the comments so that we can see it. I'm still going for 4-0 Celtic. I've got my heart set on it. Celtic 4, Young Boys 0. That's my score prediction. And Celtic 88 says, morning Baz, another on Hill. Works till 5 tonight and back in time for the game. Morning Hoops. Back in time for the game. Who's all going to the game tonight? Celtic Park will be more exactly 2 genders, 100%. Yep, there is only 2 genders. It's male and female. And that's it. Big Chew's going for 5-0 Celtic. Stephen Johnson's going for 5-0 Celtic. Stephen McDonald's going for 6-0 Celtic. Mo is going for 3-1 Celtic tonight. Gemma, as the little one is kicking away. I take it you've named the baby already. I think it's the boy. Kicking away. When is it? You're Jew, Gemma. You're Jew. Not Jew. Celtic 88 is going for 3-0 Celtic all the way. Joseph Davison's going for 3-0. Celtic to win tonight, says Daniel Lee. It's just Celtic win. That's it. Just 3-1. I don't want it 3-1. Stephen, I don't want it 3-1. Mo's going to be at the game tonight. Michael's going for 5-1. Baz. When you look at the champions, this is why I want us to win 4-0. And it is all down to just the Champions League table. We win tonight, we go on to the 12-point marker. We want to be above. If we go into 12 points and we win 1-0, we're down in 17th in the league position. 16th, 17th. Yeah, we'll be 17th in the league. And that's hoping that Sporting and Feyenoord don't win also. I mean, so for us, if they win their games, if Sporting and Feyenoord win their games, Real Madrid, if they win their games, it puts pressure on Celtic. Celtic need to score goals tonight. Celtic are on a goal difference of +4. Real Madrid are on a goal difference of +1. When you look at some of the score lines last night, goals make the difference in this competition. And it's all about being seeded at this point. It is all about being seeded. Because when you look at the teams in the top 12 just now, I mean, if we're not seeded, if we finish 17th or below, you're going to be playing the likes of Bayern, Dortmund, Juventus, Milan, PSV, Club Brugge. It's not going to be easy. And the chances of us qualifying for the knockout stage, it then becomes really, really slim. Our chances go way down. I want us to qualify. I want Celtic to qualify. And that man will want us to qualify also. And he'll know how close we are. And when it comes to it, I still think that we could have finished top 8, but it's not going to be a top 8 finished. Big Joey says, despite everything that's happened, I can honestly say I didn't expect the YMCA to play Trump dancing with the village people on stage. The content president of the point says crazy. Yep. Lanky says, we're definitely going through no matter. The fans need to stop worrying about other clubs. Yeah, we do, and just focus on ourselves. We're going through, but Lanky, it's will we go through? Will we reach the last 16? We go through our knockout phase. We're not in the last 16. We've got another 2 games to go. It's not done and dusted. It's only if you finish top 8 that you automatically qualify, Lanky. So, it just gives us one foot on the doorstep. And that's all. A win tonight gives us 1 foot on the doorstep. That's all it does. But anyway, Peter Larkin says, I'm sure we can hit at least 4 tonight. I hope so. I'd rather qualify and then play whoever than not qualify. We've not qualified yet. This is the thing. We're talking about qualifying for the playoff places. To get into the last 16. The knockout stage is still in progress. Exactly. A win secures knockout. Playoff place is huge. It's huge success. Mo is massive. It takes us from over the last few seasons of finishing bottom in the Champions League and finish with 4 points. And you look at it. We're on the cusp of hitting at least 12 points. I said at the beginning of the competition we would hit 12 points. Lanky saying, I'm going to say that when the draw got made, I said we would qualify. Now we're going to the last 8. Oh, that's a massive prediction, Lanky. That's a massive prediction. Massive prediction, considering the teams that are in the Champions League still and that are going to go into the last 16. That's a massive prediction. Robert's going for 4-0. When we look at it, getting to the playoff position this year in the Champions League, we should all look at what Brendan Rodgers has done. When you look at what the previous Celtic manager is currently going through, and it just shows you that even if Ange was given the money that he wanted to spend by the board, he may not have spent it wisely. But Ange is gone, Brendan's in the house, and in Brendan we trust. Rab Miki says, we've just sold 4 players in the 15 million range that we got for £1. Yeah, pretty much. When you look at it like that, anyone thinking this game tonight is a walk in the park, it's not. They have changed manager and sorted out their form. This is a hard game. I'll say 2-0 to us, says Big Rab C. Big Chewy says, imagine even just the extra money from the extra few games if we get to the playoff stage. We get another 2.8 million in the bank. Another 2.8 million, which is fantastic. The money that Celtic will have made for the Champions League. Obviously, you get to the last 16, you then add another 9.2 million or something on top of it. Lanky, 8-10 is my prediction hits. 8 out of 10 is your prediction hits. Celtic 1888 says, if we can take all our chances tonight, we will make it a big score, but I'm sticking with 3-0. That's all that Brendan aimed for at the start of the season, was top 24. No, he didn't actually. He wanted to get to the knockout phase. He wanted to get from the league setup to the knockout phase. They wanted to take the step that Celtic haven't taken since 2012, 2013 when we beat Barcelona. And that amazing night. And that amazing night with, where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's not on this flag, is it? It's not on this one. No, I thought it was on that scarf, but it's not. The Tifo. The full stadium Tifo. Pick that back up later. Anyway. Peter Larkin says, we won't reach last 8. It will need 16 points. We can reach the last 8 if we go through to the playoff positions and then we beat whoever in the playoffs. It's as hard as that. John McLean's going for 3 or 4-0. Baz Lanky says, we win tonight and a draw against Villa. Problem solved in my opinion. That'll not get us top 8. I don't think that'll get us top 8, Lanky. We will need to win against Aston Villa. Aston Villa, the media this morning, Aston Villa are saying that they'll need to beat Celtic. Aston Villa are saying that it's a battle of Britain. They will need to beat Celtic to guarantee a top 8 finish. So they know how important the Celtic game is now. I mean, them dropping points last night, if they had won last night, They dropped 3 points last night. If they had won last night, they pretty much would have guaranteed a top 8 finish. But it's still all to play for. See, if you look at the young boys' fixture in the Champions League, they've played the big guns, and that's how they've no won. Yep. I believe Kun, Kyogo, the boys and turned up and are past the wires. The Jagged God says, as long as it's a win, even a close one, who cares? A win's a win. It's going to be a tough one. Some think it's going to be strong at home. Let's do this. Yeah, but a win is a win. I understand what you're saying, but I'm looking at the bigger picture and trying to see if Celtic can do the unthinkable. If we win by 4 clear goals tonight, it puts us right up there. If we then beat Aston Villa, there's a potential for a top 8 finish. There is still the potential for Celtic to go straight through into the last 16. And we have to believe that we can do this. The players have to believe that they can do it. I still think that we can do it. Lanky's saying, we're all thinking that we'll get into the top 8, and that's not going to happen. With the playoffs, it's still a decent competition. It's fantastic. Gemma's going for 4-1 Celtic. Kyogo and Kuhn getting a double. C said we should look to win against Villa as well. I think of course we should. Watched them last night. They aren't good. Wish we had taken our chances in other games. Let's not look back in anger, as they say. Let's not look back in anger. Stephen Kelly, morning, Baz, get right into them tonight. Exactly. I think tonight is the night. 5-2 prediction coming in. Oh, Jesus, don't give me that. But you look at the Barcelona game last night, that was going for, Jesus, that was some game. That ended 5-4. 5-4. When they went 1-0 down, I said all that would do is anger them. But the frailties that Barcelona at the back, Baz, there's no chance we can win both games. Let's just take a win and go through to the playoffs. Villa away will be a big stretch, sadly, says Stevie Boy. Come on, where is the confidence? Right. See the confidence that you all had going into the Borussia Dortmund game. Where is that gone? Everyone to a T was so confident against Borussia Dortmund. Going into Borussia Dortmund game, everyone thought, this is it. We're going to Borussia Dortmund to win. This is the day that we win away. I want the Celtic fans to finally sing that song and it actually come true in the Champions League. This is the day that we win away. Celtic will never finish between 11th and 16th to be seeded, says Peter Larkin. Oh, where is the faith? If we win our 2 games, it's there. Bass again mad. Anyway, Celtic for a win, says Rab. Yep. Right, let's get some Celtic news this morning. We've done the team, which is going along. Brendan Rodgers has almost the entire first team squad to choose from tonight, apart from James Forrest, who's been out since the Scottish League Cup win over the Sevconians back in the 15th of December, that was it the 15th, the 14th, 15th, I can't remember. It was that long ago now. 15th of December it was, wasn't it? The cup win over Rangers. But he has sadly been out. James Forrest can't be too far away because Brendan Rodgers said at that time that he was going to be out for 6 weeks, which would see him come back for the beginning of February. And I wonder where he will place into the team. There's a former Switzerland assistant manager is now in charge of young boys and his first March in charge of the Champions League. It'll be interesting to see how they do set up. In other Celtic news this morning, obviously there's not a lot going around, to be perfectly honest. Everyone's focusing on the Champions League tonight. There's not even a sniff of any type of signing whatsoever. Celtic will be far too busy to be thinking about that, and I don't think that Celtic would make an announcement. Would Celtic make an announcement? Rodgers said make it sound like a final. Yep, we need to play this game like a final, and we need to go out and perform. If the players can do it, there's no doubt about it. We can go out and we can perform at the highest level. We've done it in the Champions League. We've defended for our lives in the Champions League. We need every single player to play 100% to their abilities tonight. And if they do that, it will be an absolutely fantastic game. Pierre Larkin says, Baz, read it right. We finished between 11th and 16th. We won tonight, and Villa. Do you think that we'll finish between 11th and 16th? We just need to hope that we can win. If we win tonight, we'll go up to between 11th and 16th. Anyway, let's just see. I wish I had tickets. Says Rab Lanky, time to give with the signings. Let's get the Champions League over, and then players come in 100%. Lanky, that's always what's going to happen. I did say that the date to look out for is the Friday after the Champions League, and it'll be a case of to see who Brendan Rodgers can get in then. Anyway, Lanky gets the last comment for that. I hope you like the new setup. It looks quite smart to me, and the little team going along the bottom. And on that note, have an absolutely fantastic day to every single Celtic fan all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the